It's all right. It's me. It's me. Look, at last we're here. The Tower of Dawn.
She took the dagger when we weren't looking. No wonder he had a freak out. But then again, we've seen visions like that before that we haven't reached yet. But we also saw, if you recall, a vision where she was hanging off the precipice with said dagger and the blade was in our hands. But that hasn't come to pass yet either, so why are we seeing some visions out of order? Then again, we saw some visions where we died and then pushed a block after the fact in the prison, which we could have avoided by rewinding anyway, which we didn't. And even beforehand, we saw ourselves die, but we never did. Because why would we willingly hang off a bridge and then let go? I don't know. It's weird. But you could actually skip that if you just did the puzzle here and moved on without stepping into that, because you're not sequenced to walk into that sand vortex like some of the other ones that we've had. Anyways, hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we are off for more of Prince Persia and the Sands of Time. And in the last episode, we fell into a prison, which we didn't need to do, which I basically already recapped. And ironically enough, I have to say no to saving in between videos, because otherwise, Prince saying that he'll start the story from here next time, when the cutscene begins. So forgive me for that cut, but I wanted to quickly make a save checkpoint in a new save, because you get... Well, on PC version, you get like 42 saves per profile, which is amazing. And in consoles, you can make about like 12 or 8 to 12, depending. I don't know what. But anyway, we need to open this gate, so we need to figure out a way of doing that. So what does this pressure plate do next to the fountain? Which is just below the sand cloud that we were originally heading towards. Raises a platform, so if we head down here real quick, we can wall run on top of this, because it's a bit too tall for us, and then do it again, right before it falls, to get to this pressure plate. It's a bit out of reach. And no, you can't drop from above on that one. It's a bit too tall, I'm pretty sure. I wanted to go first person. Yeah, that's a bit too tall. Unfortunately, you won't be able to roll to avoid fall damage on that one. But that raises a block on the other side, which is how we got over here. But because I was explaining that, I kind of need to wait for this to reset now. There it is. Right, hit that button. Jumpity and roll to avoid some damage. Because we need to move quickly. Now, an awkward one about this is that obviously you don't want to touch the sand vortex by accident to make the wall run here. Do it again immediately. There we go. We'll get this box. Now, technically you could actually skip getting this box to hit that orange pressure switch, which will obviously open the gate, by wall running, and then at the peak of the wall run, do a tiny rewind, and then try wall running again as you finish the rewind. You could do like a extra tall wall run. It's a bit of a weird one, but I'm not going to do that. But I did actually do that when I was young at some point. I just don't want to obviously do glitches here.
The Tower of Dawn!
Yeah, just leave me behind, madam. It's fine. I mean, of course, you can save again if you so wish. You can also heal. There is a fountain coming up later on, so I will leave it for now. I've only taken a bit of chip damage. But we have our semi-final sand cloud here. We're almost at max power. Just saying, though, if you want to be using your Mega Freeze for what's coming up, probably do not grab the last one. Even though, obviously, that will refill all your other power tanks, you'll have to build another one before you can Mega Freeze. And as we saw in our little flash forward, after these bloody birds, which Farah can actually help us out with, so that would be nice. I might have to go with the parries again here. There we go, thank you. You may want the Mega Freeze, so don't obviously use them against the birds, because that's not going to work very well. Unfortunately, I did parry one of them, but the other one caught me on the end of the counter-attack. And because I'm getting kind of comboed here, I can't really go for it. There we go! Get out of it. It's funny as well, because the kick of the counter-attack kills them before the swing. Ah! Come on. I'm not getting this. Unfortunately, I don't think Farah will actually continue past these unless you take them out. There, now I can actually go get this final one. Oh, no, it's not even the semi-final one. And another one swooped about by me as I pressed the button, so I messed up my timing again. I'm just letting Farah deal with it at this point. There we go, get out of it. I say that a lot here, but it started to annoy me. Nice. The music finished at a good time there. And yeah, that gate does actually stay open. So now you could go back and heal as well as save if you want to. Because those birds won't respawn, which is very nice. But I'm going to push on. So first of all, I will be in fact collecting this. So we have all the sand tanks in the game. We just need to build the final power tank. However, on the PS3 version, we have the Sand Collector Trophy. A gold trophy that requires all of them being absorbed. The dagger at times is at its strongest. Well, except for the power tanks I just mentioned. Hello there, that's pretty obvious.
Come with me, please.
No, you go.
Why will she not follow? Well, if you recall, every time that we've gone to this, although we do benefit from its effects, we can't destroy the wall again and it's repaired, even though it's shoddily repaired. It's like it was never there to begin with, because it's not even a hollow wall. These are like portals to a mystical plane that we benefit from by finding them. But maybe something was telling Farah not to go in here. Because why else would she not follow, when she doesn't normally want to be separated?
How long have I been gone?
Gone? What are you talking about?
Never mind.
Your eyes. They're green.
Are they? I'm sorry. Was I staring?
It's all right.
Alright, the lips syncing went a bit off there, but yeah. After you've had that cutscene from that sand vortex, or just getting past that point, she doesn't actually mind you looking at her, but at the same time, what she just said before that moment, it's like time didn't pass for her at all when we went into that fountain. Again, this is probably the most concealed one, actually. I mean, you can still kind of see the lining, like, just up here. But yeah, it's like we didn't disappear at all. Weird, that, isn't it?
Be careful!
Of what? Not everything is a trap, you know.
We haven't seen the Vizier yet, and he took the hourglass here. He could spawn on us at any moment. Also, again, area looks like the logo we've been seeing for the past fence system, as well as the game, just like that symbol on the wall there. I didn't even do anything. It just went.
That was easy.
Too easy.
This is a glorified lift. Keep the camera zoomed out. You got two fountains to the left and right of you. This is, in fact, too easy. Keep the camera zoomed out, please.
You know, not everything is a trap.
Well, we heard the noise, but where are they? There they are! Right, so, we have to fight until we can do a Mega Freeze, and even then that won't get us through. This is like the final major gauntlet. Oh, he body blocked me. Come on, that keeps happening. Right, take you out. I might have to go for some double tap forward swings to stay on top of everything. I don't want to use my power tanks, but I do need to absorb 16 enemies for my final power tank, and that should also fill the power tank instead of another 2 absorptions, so that we can actually do a Mega Freeze. But yeah, that was our semi-final fountain. Oh my god, I'm getting comboed. I'm trying to get out of it! Yeah, and they're all blue spears, so we can't vault here. I'm getting my ass handed to me. I'm going to rewind, actually. And she's getting slapped and sliced and diced and God knows what else is going on. Let's get out of there. Right, let's get down here. No, I want to jump off the wall, please. There we... Oh, come on, really? Your teleportation blocks attacks, and I don't like it. What I was trying to say was, that was our semi-final magic fountain. And, unfortunately, we've got one more to find, but not before we get into this skirmish. I am getting comboed to buggery. Actually, yeah, that would have been nice if you commit to that. She is going to die. She died after rewind. Yeah, this is probably the next toughest battle next to, you know, dealing with your own father when he's put a sand creature in the reception room when you make your second visit there. Which is when you meet up with Farah properly in combat. if you recall. That was kind of a mess of a battle, and that was my only game over so far. So let's hope that that would be the only one, because that is truly the most difficult battle in the game. And you're still with your starting sword at that point. Oh god. Did I just smack Farah by accident? I did not mean to do that. And I also did not mean to do a freeze there, because I'm trying to get the absorptions. If you kill an enemy with freezing, as I need to remind you, you don't get the sand absorption for it, therefore you don't put it toward a power tank. Or, you know, recover a sand tank. And it takes 2 absorptions to a power tank, 1 for a sand tank, 16 to create a power tank, 8 sand clouds for a sand tank. Right, I've got 1 more absorption I need to do. Unfortunately, these are all blue again, so I need to bounce off the wall. I missed. She knocked down 1. Hopefully that's the last one I need. I am 1 off. Alright, that should do it. Perfect. Right, let's go! We are at the focal point, near the hourglass of time. For all we know, the Vizier just keeps spawning them. Is that all of them? That is all. That was perfect time in use. And we get another achievement for that. We get to heal up real quick. And yeah, ironically enough, if you do have the camera zoomed out, and you, because it's widescreen, if you look carefully at the surrounding area, while in the battle, if you have the chance to even stare, this continuously loops until you finish the battle. And every time it reaches that point, it will just zoom back in because it doesn't want to show you the illusion. It's like the end of the staircase in Super Mario 64.
It stopped.
Well then, let's pull the lever.
Come on, hurry.
We're almost there. Going up, please. For some reason, we need another elevator after an elevator.
The hourglass is nearby. I can feel it.
Feel it. How?
I can't explain it.
It's because we're tied to the sand's fate. And we're in the Sultan's treasure vault. But where's the Vizier? We haven't seen him since. And now that we're here, he doesn't seem to be here. Vision! Tell me your secrets. Yeah, I saved on that one. For reasons after we finish. But we saw that vision again with Farah taking the dagger. But if we rewind, she wouldn't be able to do that, would she? What's up with that? Something must be stopping us, but we're not seeing it. That makes us suspicious.
There's no one here.
Now get on top of the hourglass.
Now, ironically enough, we have to do it at the top, not on the side. I'm guessing because you unlock the bottom, that's what spits it all out. To put them back in, you put them at the top, like you would flip the hourglass upside down sort of thing. So that's kind of interesting that the Dagger of Time acts like a key.
Look out!
It's fine. I mean, she's panicking because we're so close. She doesn't want anything happening to us. That and the fact that she's got feelings for us. And we have feelings for her. But let's go and somehow jump backwards. How did I manage that? Jump off the stained glass window without breaking it. And here we go.
You did it. Take the dagger. Strike it into the center of the dome.
Let's finish this.
My father's army sacked your palace, captured you as a slave.
What?
You have every reason to hate me.
What are you talking about?
Now you want me to trust you.
Go on. There's no time.
Great job, dude. You hesitated.
Give me the dagger.
The dagger! He must not get the dagger!
I had faced my enemy. I had looked into his eyes, and I had lost. everything.
Probably wouldn't have done if you just rewound time anyway. Isn't that what's supposed to happen? Wouldn't have been an issue, but he had questions on his mind. Love makes you do crazy things. Even stupid ones.
A tomb.
You were there. The dagger was in your hand. Why did you hesitate? You think you're cleverer than everybody, but you're just like the rest of them. Those soldiers, all they can do is fight, destroy. Why did I trust you? Why didn't you trust me? Ow.
Sorry.
Where are you?
I'm right here.
Hold my hand. Don't let go. I didn't mean what I said.
No, you're right. All that's happened is my doing. I wanted honor and glory. I brought this on us.
You are brave and good. If this tomb is to be ours, at least the dagger will be buried with us. And we are together. What is it?
Nothing.
You're trembling.
I just don't like close spaces. There must be some way out of here.
When I was small, my mother taught me a secret word. She said that when I was afraid, all I had to do was speak that word, and a magic door would open. I've never told that to anybody.
I can see why. It's the most childish thing I've ever heard of. What was the word?
KΑKOLޫKԻYAM.
KΑKOLޫKԻYAM. You did that, didn't you? Farah?
Dude is claustrophobic. Makes sense, considering he likes jumping around. Starts to panic when he is trapped in a tomb, but it looks like we've found a secret pathway, which seemed to have spawned from the magic word that Farah was taught when she was young. KΑKOLޫKԻYAM. I think that's how you pronounce it. Don't ask me to spell it, I have no idea. No subtitles, as I mentioned earlier. Again, the thing that stopped us from actually doing what was necessary was our own doubts. Or the prince's own doubts. Due to the apparent budding relationship that's also reciprocated between Farah and the prince. And if he just put the sand back into the hourglass with the dagger, the vizier wouldn't have been able to stop us. It seems like the visions were correct, but if we're in this tomb, why would Farah take the dagger from the visions that we saw? Doesn't seem to make sense, since we seem to be trapped in here with no way out, and it's blackened. You saw the background.
Where are you?
Oh, isn't it beautiful?
Isn't what beautiful? Where are you?
They are going to constantly talk throughout this sequence, and somehow getting thrown around did not damage us in the slightest.
If only we could stay here.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for you!
I'm right here.
Farah?
Welcome to the Lost Woods part of the game.
If only we could stay here.
Listen to the drops of water of her taking a bath, and go through that door. Keep doing it until you make it through.
Farah!
Shall we take a bath?
Where are you?
Take me in your arms.
I don't see you.
This must be a dream sequence.
What the... All right, this is getting ridiculous. Farah?
Just take me in your arms.
Who are you talking to?
Dude's going mad, I tell you. But then again, maybe it was that magic word. Does it connect dreams?
Why do you act so distant?
It's never really explained.
Farah? Can you hear me?
Don't you want to touch me?
Well,
Farah?
let's see if we can get to that point. Shall we?
It's beautiful.
Come on.
KΑKOLޫKÝYAM. Was it real, that magical cavern? If it was a dream, then it was a dream we both shared. I know it was.
She was butt naked in that scene. Unfortunately,
Farah. Oh no.
future has come to pass. However, Farah did take the dagger, but she did leave us her medallion that protects us from the sand. So we're not on our own. Also, it looks like she's found a way out. Either that, or the sand creatures did that, or the sands of time are eroding the place still, and therefore we now have an escape. Unfortunately, we are unarmed. It's clear that she took the weapon so she could protect herself, but she didn't leave us high and dry. Again, she left her medallion to protect the prince. So there is still a lingering love there, but putting the sands of time back is still highest priority,
Oh no.
despite her feelings. She was also very seductive. Like, I mean, obviously they kind of got it on in that dream sequence, but at the same time, she kind of squinted when she had the idea on getting the dagger, trying to trick him in a way, but giving her body for that, I mean, wow. But again, greater stakes are at hand, and again, wouldn't have left the medallion for us if she truly didn't care about us. She could have just went with both the dagger and the medallion and left us up to dry. But we do have another mirror puzzle here, and there are once again dirt patches on the ground, because we need to once again move the light around to this panel in order to dispel this field. Do not touch that. Whatever you do, you will be electrocuted and die. There is no way around it. Also, we can see how she escaped with this crack in the wall, which with our weapons, it's kind of interesting how she got through that. So what we need to do is move these accordingly, because the outer side mirrors are mostly a waste of our time. It's the ones we want to move that are what we want. Because what we want to do is move the source of the light here. I've done this the wrong way round. Give me a sec. Want this one, obviously, where it basically was. But instead of putting it here, because it's not in the dirt patch, we want it round about here. Because it lines up almost with the dirt patch on the floor here. So that gives you a rough estimate as to what you want to do. You want to redirect the beam to that mirror against the back there. Want to bring this here, basically swap these two around. So every time, swap the positions of the mirrors around. Because then we basically cause a little circuit here to loop back round. There we are. And then it can unlock the force field here. There we go. So, a very useful sword right here. Very convenient that we need a weapon. But you may notice it has the emblem like the medallion on it. It's not actually something from the Maharaja's treasure vault that got raided to the Sultan. This is actually something that the Sultan got forged himself to dispel anything that may be mystical, like the Sands of Time. This blade, the Sword of the Enlightened Warrior, was forged to basically take out anything mystical in a single hit. We can swat these sand creatures out of the air, because there are a lot more magical sands in the land than just the Sands of Time, which is our additional chapters, which we will be covering sometime after this story. Speaking of, we just got another sand vortex. How do we get out of here, and where do we go? Well, that's not very useful. We died pretty early after a couple of jumps. We don't have the dagger at a time, so it is going to be very easy for us to fail. There's no redos. Well, technically there is. You can have a lot of game overs here, just for the sheer fact that you can't rewind. But thankfully, because obviously you've probably been relying on that, the game is okay with the checkpoints. She's going, and she doesn't want us to be the burden of the whole thing, so she's going herself. Unfortunately, we're too good for that, but she protected us with her medallion. But that doesn't mean that she's safe herself, because she's not really a sword fighter. She uses a bow. So with her dagger and our hefty weapon of the Vengeful Warrior, it may be quite tough for her to do all the platforming, especially since she's no longer light as well. It's surprising that she can still fit through the cracks. Whoa! What the heck?
That's not how it happened.
I was fine, and then he dropped like a stone. Rude. Oh, that's awkward as hell. Let me get back over there. Alright, so we didn't... Alright, so we didn't fall after wall jumping onto this pike here, but unfortunately, I got knocked off. So let's actually get away from the edge this time, shall we? Why did you not vault? That's what I was going for. It's a good thing that we can just swat these guys out of the way, because we won't be able to absorb them, but yeah, ironically enough, the Vision came to pass. Not exactly, but, you know, we have a way on doing some stuff like that. Unfortunately, we've broken law, because, you know, we still survive. But remember, this is the prince telling a story. So, we clearly lived through this situation, because he's telling someone this story. So, we can't truly game over. So we have to keep redoing to follow the plot. Right, before I take that, I'm going to go slightly off route. And go down the side here. And shimmy A, shimmy R. This seems pointless. Because we need to climb up to where we just saw Farah squeezing through cracks and stuff. And we have no clue on how many sands are in the dagger. Because she's not going to be able to survive against those heavy brutes by herself. So why am I doing this? Well, if I climb up and not do that, but thankfully if you do accidentally tap, this beam is wide enough for it. Right, let's switch around and jump up through the shaft and smash this breakable door for our final magical fountain, which is perfect considering that we need all the help we can get at this point. So let's have a one final sippy, and then I'll see you guys next time as I enter the sand vortex that we just created. Unfortunately, I can't just end as soon as I have a sippy here, because we actually do need a platform back up there, because if we die, we're going back to the previous sand vortex. I like how my health just kind of snapped full there. It's supposed to refill as it expands. But there we are, the Secret of Agrabah, which I don't think that's where we are. Is it? Is Azad in Agrabah? I'm not that knowledgeable in my geography. But with that terrible disappointment, it's time to end it. Thank you so much for watching. Good night! As in the next episode, we finish this. Let's get back to the Hourglass of Time.
Take the dagger. Strike it into the center of the dome.
My father's army sacked your palace, captured you as a slave.
What?
You have every reason to hate me.
What are you talking about?
Now you want me to trust you.
Go on. There's no time.
Burn your house.